Ho ho ho! Welcome to another episode of Cooking with Lubu. Today, a holiday themed dish going along with Smite the Game. We've got a Vulcan themed dish today. Vulcan, obviously the god of volcanoes, fire, the forge, the smithery, handsome dudes with beards. This is a fire hazard, so it's gone. Vulcan wouldn't wear that because he'd catch on fire and he'd toast his bald head, and I don't want to do that either. So, we're gonna get into this. I got Chase here from Battle Brew Prep Kitchen. He's gonna be helping me out. I've got all my ingredients in front of me. So these are gonna be an herbaceous, pan-seared, they're good Greek style, obviously that's Hephaestus, meatball, but we're doing this for Vulcan. Shout outs to my fellow bald god Vulcan. So let's get started. So we're gonna go over our ingredients as always, just to make sure that you know what I'm working with, so you can always set up ahead of time and know what you need. We don't have it out right now because it's still in the fridge, but we have 1 pound of ground lamb, 1 pound of ground lamb. We have staled this bread in a volcano overnight, you know, Vulcan style, so it's dried out throughout the evening, and then we poured in some milk, and we're gonna let the bread soak up the milk. Because it's stale, it'll actually hold the milk better. And then before we mix it in with the meat, we'll press the milk out, and then it'll actually create a great binding agent for the meatballs. Kind of like a 5-man queue in a MOBA. It holds you together. You gotta have that holding together element. We've got flour for dredging. We're gonna be using that when we pan fry the meatballs, because these are delicious pan fried meatballs. I have 1 clove diced garlic. This is fresh oregano from the oregano farms, wherever those are located. I don't know. We've got coriander, which is brown, cumin, which is also brown, cinnamon, brown again, and nutmeg, that's brown. So those 4 things look almost identical. If you do not know what it is, keep them in the bottles, just so that you can make sure that you're using the right amounts of what you want. Too much cinnamon and not enough cumin will make a weird tasting meatball, I promise. I've got some lemon zest. It's zesty. It's what they put in laundry detergent to make it smell so good. Zest, right? Yeah, why not? I don't know. So we're gonna use a pinch of salt, pinch of pepper, fresh mint. That's garnish. We've got some lemon wedges. That's also garnish. That means that it's not gonna go in the dish. It's gonna go on the plate. It's gonna make the plate look pretty. And we've got olive oil. I've got a cup of olive oil. This is grated onion, not diced grated onion. We took the cheese grater type thing, onioned it up. And we got 1 egg. The egg will also go in the meatball, works with the bread, binds it together. As always, you know, be careful when working with any sort of raw ingredient like an egg. Wear gloves, wash your hands, be nasty. We've got Chase sweating the garlic and onions over there in the skillet. While he does that, we're gonna go ahead and put together the rest of the dish, and then that will be done, and then we will add that into this. So first thing we got, remember that we have our stale bread that's been soaking in milk. I told you that there's excess milk, and what you want to do is just take the bread and wring out the excess milk. If you can't see this, wring it out, and then take the stale bread, put it in the bowl. You want to make sure you squeeze all of the excess milk out of this bread, because we don't want any bastards getting into your meatballs. Cat jokes. Be careful when squeezing bread free from milk, as you may squirt milk all over yourself. So, mix in our oregano, mix in our coriander, the cumin, cinnamon, pinch of nutmeg, pinch, nutmeg smells delicious. A little lemon zest, pinch of salt, pinch of pepper. Now, that's all mixed up. We're gonna add our egg. Boop. Egg is in there. Make sure you don't get any shell. So we've got all our stuff in the bowl. You can see here. It's very pretty. We're gonna keep the flour out for dredging the meatballs. The rest of the olive oil is gonna be used in the pan to pan fry the meatballs. We've got our lemon wedges and our mint for garnish. And we can use extra salt and pepper if we need it. It's just there to season. So we're gonna mix all of this up together. The reason that this is a great winter dish is because it's hearty. It's a very hearty dish. Meatballs, are awesome in the winter. They're actually awesome year round, but these in particular are really good in the winter. You know, and you can make a lot of these very easily. Doesn't take much effort at all. Maybe you got your significant other over, you want to impress. You know, you want to be like, hey, look at this thing I made, baby. Lubu taught me how to cook one dish once, and now I cook for you. And she'll be like, oh my God, you're the greatest. And then you guys can play Smite together and be like, this is Vulcan. This is the man's meatballs dish. And she'll be like, oh my God, he's my favorite. Can I support you as Aphrodite? And you'll be like, yeah, of course you can, baby. And then you put on the music you put on that Temptations Silent Night, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, with the super deep bass was like, Silent Night, Holy Night. Oh. Okay, so Chase is gonna add in the onions and the garlic to my mixture, because that goes in as well. Man, and it smells so good. We've added the garlic and the onions. Now we can roll them into meatballs. We can roll them in the flour. We can pan fry them. These are gonna be awesome. Let's start rolling our meatballs, okay? So you're seeing like just how much meatball, like look how much meat I still have. You can make a lot of meatballs with this dish. The 1 pound of lamb goes a long way. Last meatball, everybody. Sprinkling. So we get this last meatball made. This is a janky meatball. This meat polyhedron, whatever this is. It's a fucked up ahedron. All right, we're gonna take a little snow. Christmas time is here again. We are gonna take these. We're gonna throw the olive oil in a new skillet. We're gonna cook these off, pan fried, pan seared, panda, and then we're gonna plate them and garnish them with our mint and lemon wedges. And then we're gonna eat them, and it's gonna be awesome because they're delicious. Let's cut to the stove, y'all. So, with the meatballs, you're gonna put them in your skillet with the leftover olive oil. You wanna keep it at a medium-high heat, but be aware of how fast the meatballs are cooking. It should take between 5 and 6 minutes if you're checking regularly and rotating the meatballs just to make sure that they are cooking all the way through. You can take a spoon and actually spoon the olive oil back on top of the meatballs if the top is sitting out of the olive oil, which probably is. Once the meatballs are done, pull them off of the skillet and put them on another pan with paper towels. You want the paper towels there to soak out the extra olive oil so that you don't have grease on your meatballs. Once that's done, they are pretty much ready to serve. They will be hot, just be aware of that. And so we're gonna start the plating. So I've got 3 delicious meatballs. These have had enough time to cool off. And also my hands are impervious to heat. So we'll just take 1, 2, and 3. Uno, dos, tres. That's Roman for 1, 2, and 3. Take the mint. Mint is delicious and smelly good. You take the leaf, put it in your hand, go like that. And it actually makes the smell really come to the forefront. What it is you're destroying the little vessels inside of it, and you're actually bringing all that smell out on the front. And a lemon wedge, you can use the lemon wedge to kind of just, you know, use a little juicy zest on your meatballs. So there we go. We've got our meatball dish with our mint garnish and lemon wedge. This is Vulcan's Meatballs for Smite Game. Happy holidays from everybody here at Cooking with Lubu and Gaza Media. I hope you enjoy yourself. I hope you have a wonderful winter. I hope you have a lot of good food with your fans and friendly. That's the code word for friendly. If you like the video, hit like, subscribe, share it with your friends, watch it with your family, show it to your dog. This is the Vulcan meatball dish. I'm gonna eat it now because I can, because I have that right as an American. Yo, that is delicious. God, that was good. That took me over. That literally took me out of everything. That is really good. You get the spices, the flavor of the spices. They really fill your mouth up. The onion and the garlic is there. It's so delicious. It's so soft. Like, it's like the softest, tenderest meatball you'll ever bite into. I'm here at Battle Brew in Atlanta, as always, #1 game bar in the world, winner of Atlanta Magazine's best game bar in Atlanta. Check out Gaza Media and all their other stuff at the bottom. God, I just want to eat this meatball. So I'm gonna eat this meatball. Happy holidays, Smite, Vulcan, meatball, delicious. Let's join in prayer for Thanksgiving so that perhaps North America might have a chance next year. If you'll join me for a moment. Dear Lord Freak, please grant North America the transfers from the Korean teams.